Hello traders, welcome to the live stream. Am I audible to you? Just let me know. Audio video, is it clear? Let's together try to understand the market sentiment. In the comment section first, let me know what is your view. The US market open, all the data let us get. First, let me see if there is any news based business investment of meeting that is there. That is around 8:30. Usually when there is news, for me, I don't feel like this one, The retail sales report in US has come out. The higher values. Retail sales data has come out. Apart from that, auto sales. Price has increased based on inflation that is there. Wages quarter on quarter as employee cost has reduced a bit. Okay. Bearish to sideways. BTC just broke out of a downward channel, so potential of small bullish run maybe here, right? This is what you mean. Chance is there, but that's okay. What we will do, first let US market open. Once we get any interesting sector, we will discuss. Liquidity is kind of there. First, what we will do, we'll switch to 5 minutes time frame. What market has done as of now? Market has created a support here. Let me pull out the big pen. Okay. So what market has done, it has created previous support zone, whatever it is there, it is broken. Now here it has given a trend line breakout. Usually if we consider from here to here, market has given a breakout. Based on price action, if you see, close to 50% of the movement, maybe let's say seller is sitting here, 50% of this movement market can do and correct, or 50% of this market can make a correction and then move towards the downside. So there are two areas here. There's one area here, one there is an area, depending on which seller will participate. So breakout, everyone will enter, but let's say I enter the trade somewhere here. Okay, if I enter the trade somewhere here, 50% of this one's movement or 50% of this one's movement, both with the trailing stop loss, I can keep trailing the stop loss and hold the trade. But now in the current situation at this breakout, now if I enter, either I have to enter after a pullback, something like this, so that I get a fair price for my entry. Instead of that, just looking at this breakout, if I enter, my stop risk reward will not at all sit properly for this trade. So that is kind of something which I will avoid right now, even though here I see a trend line breakout. Risk reward will not sit properly here. BTC, I think this is what you were talking about. See, no entry here because the risk reward will not sit properly. Give a correction here, any reversal setup, maybe that time small stop loss potential is there to move. I would have considered, not right now. Bearish, I guess, in BTC. Okay. Clarity is kind of low. 8:30 news is there. Market has kind of space to move also towards the upside. This range market is treating too narrow. Here this zone. Market has broken this zone. It's trading at the lower end. The seller still space little more. Both the side space is there. Traders even in ETH to move. So let's see which side market moves, then we will decide. How was Indian market today? For me, Indian market was kind of, okay. First, when I noticed Bank Nifty was at a seller zone, somewhere here I took a bearish trade in the market. Market gave a slight movement, but I was not able to capture that much of movement in the market. And the second setup was somewhere here when Bank Nifty gave a breakout here, and here also Nifty gave a breakout. This is the place I took my entry after trading for long. Nifty gave a momentum. I was expecting around 30 points. Target I kept until this zone, but market did not go up to that zone. But here already I knew there's a very high chance that market will reverse. Because in the group also I had mentioned that Bank Nifty is reaching the seller zone. If Bank Nifty corrects from here, Nifty also will correct. So no need to hold on to the trade. Safe traders exit, I had told. So whoever exited, they would be in a better position. I think you go here. Free group only I had mentioned. Where? At this time. 60,800 according to me is a seller zone. From here market can correct or it can move towards the upside. But this zone, I had said, anything can happen at seller zone. So asking safe traders to book. Others make the risk zero. 60,800 is one pressure zone in Bank Nifty. So be careful. Hoping Bank Nifty support Nifty and help me achieve 26k target. I hoped it will achieve, but I knew this is a seller zone, so I'd ask safe traders to close. Last 1 week, Indian market is not giving proper movement. I understand, but here or there, it's giving us opportunity, chance to capture what 1:2, sometimes 1:3 risk reward. That's kind of okay. Bro, you are using a box for buyers and sellers zone. Uh, how do you take trades in Nifty? Is it like once the zone is respected and reversing, you will be taking? Okay. For example, let me show you here. In Nifty, This was the buying zone. Okay, this was the buying zone. Where is it? Morning, this was the buying zone I had discussed. In Bank Nifty, this was the buying zone I had discussed. Now here, if Bank Nifty had come to the buying zone, Nifty also had come close to this buying zone. With small stop loss, I would have looked for opportunity for reversal, because here I have less thing to lose. Market quickly just touched the buying zone and reversed, means sometimes we might miss out on opportunity. Same thing you see, market here, it moved to the seller zone. So I considered, if selling zone, this area is a seller zone, if I place stop loss here, look for bearish trade, my target can be big, stop loss will be small. So near, okay, that is one thing. Now next I said this 60,800 is a seller zone. So based on this, let's say I took this is the zone, market gave a breakout, no other stop loss hunting. At the upper level, let's say, usually how much points? 40 points risk for Bank Nifty. If I take 40 points risk, maybe how much can I target? 1 is to 2 means 80 to 100 points minimum. These levels and all will become the target. So that is how I plan. I compare both Nifty and Bank Nifty, whichever is there near the buying and selling zone. Based on that, I will expect certain to know whether candle would be forming, what candle will be forming next. Is there a way to know? That is difficult. See, only here someone said, right, sir, breakout, can we look for bullish trade? I said there's a very less probability for me, risk reward will not sit properly. If market corrects, simply I will lose some money, right? So I did not participate. To a certain extent, if you keep on looking at the market, there is chance, right? Maybe at this zone somewhere I would have expected bearish candle momentum. You please go and check yesterday's live. I think in yesterday's live, it's important zone. Maybe somewhere here only I had discussed, right? One seller zone is the market can move towards the downside. Quickly we entered, we captured the moment, and we closed. So to a certain extent, little things we will be able to judge. Now here, what am I judging? Let's say market gave a breakdown here. Already it moved up, attracted buyers, corrected. Now this candle might be a false breakdown candle. There's a very high chance that this cannot be a continuation candle. Quickly from here market might reverse. Why it might reverse? Because, let me switch to 1 minute. Market gave a breakdown here. This is an important support. That support zone market has given a breakout. This means, looking at this breakdown, many people would take bearish trade. If everyone takes bearish trade, market keeps continuing. I'm not saying like that moment might not come. If the market keeps moving like this, everyone will make profit, right? Whoever takes bearish trade. So at some point of time, market might try to trap these people by giving a pullback or reversal. That is the reason immediately at this breakdown, I would not participate and take a bearish trade. If all the index is saying anything setup, then I would have considered. Not right now. Here also somewhat similar thing is happening. Sorry for asking basic question. For day trade, I kept 5 minutes, but support and resistance I should plot in 4 hours or 15 minutes. See, a 4 hour support and resistance and all, if you mark, that will be too far. Now let's say here only if I mark based on 4 hours, the range becomes let's say too tight, too big. Until that range, I might miss out on opportunity. Now what is my idea? Let me say, market has given a breakdown here and it is kind of showing continuation. Only BTC is showing continuation. But what is ETH doing? ETH is trying to attract more people to take bearish trade. Now what I will do here, I'll switch to 1 minute time frame. Here I will get a chance to observe if market is tapping the random people who take bearish trade at this level. If I have to take bearish trade in this market has to correct, attract some people, remove weak players, and later from the upper zone again if sellers enter, continuation possibility is there. Directly entering at this breakdown, I might get trapped, so I will not be doing that. Now let me just see global market sentiment. Slightly flat in the US market, Dow Jones and all those things. Okay, so we will be traders. You are understanding, right, what I'm saying? Because if there is no clarity, let me know. I discussed, someone asked me about buyer zone, seller zone, how do I plan? I have explained about that. And here, why I'm not taking bearish trade right away, that also I have explained, because there's a chance of market trapping players. Why I did not take bullish trade at this breakout, that also I have explained. It is all over a period of time, whatever logic has developed in my head, based on that logic only, I take the trades. Okay, I hope it is clear. Any doubts you have, you please ask me. Whatever I'm saying, if it's making use for, if it's useful for you, then support the channel, okay, by liking the live stream. It will help me. So is there a way to know which candle would be forming next? I told no. There is a chance that here market can reverse. Like that we can judge to a certain extent. Here also after this breakdown, I said there's a chance of reversal. We can judge. Ventesh Kumar sir, thank you so much for the like. Whoever is liking the live stream, please mention your name in the comment section. Now market has given a breakdown. Many people will be interested. I told you, right? Many people will be interested to take bearish trade. Whoever takes bearish trade, they are getting trapped right now. Okay. How much this will move, if the seller will re-enter and push off the market from here only, that and all I have to wait and see. What we will do right now is we will just observe. Okay. Where to observe? Maybe I will kind of mark one zone. I'll mark here. What market tries to do here becomes important. Okay. Market is this zone. Do you see reversal in BTC about 67,000? Where? 67,800. 67,800. I have to switch to higher time frame here. Let's say 15 minutes. What is a big range market is creating here? This buyers have there. They push the market continuously down. And let's say recently this buyers pushed. Market has broken a strong level here. And then next it will try to give a breakdown up to this zone and then reverse. But entry will become a problem if I'm taking on a 1 minute time frame. I have to wait for more confirmation. Okay. So what kind of confirmation? Let's say this is a pullback. From here, if ATH shows continuation, maybe later I can look for bearish trade. Let's say what I'm thinking right now. Okay, let's say ATH goes here. The seller might enter. He might push the market down. Meanwhile, BTC, which is creating a bearish flag pattern, might give a wrong side breakout. After giving wrong side breakout, sellers might enter and push the market down. Like this possibility is there, is what I'm feeling. Based on that, if I get any entry, I will take. Okay. If the seller, first only if it comes, for me entry will become difficult. Any tips or strategies for zero to hero trade in Nifty and Sen? It's been very long time, traders. I me doing hero zero trade and all. Hero zero trade and all. Usually, what time people do? Post 3 o'clock or 2:55. That time, right? Or last 15-20 minutes. I don't trade in last 15-30 minutes only. Most of the time, I try to close my trade before 2 o'clock. After 2 o'clock, I try to not even see the market. Those kind of things are there. I can give you strategies, but that strategy only back tested data I can give. Me taking real trade, I've not done that, so little bit it will be difficult for me to give. What is the expectation? Expectation is pullback and correction. A little more pullback might come is what I feel. Let me see, okay. Global market. 8:30 news is there. News-based momentum if market does. Difficult for me. Logan P50. Thank you so much, sir. Saubhagya, thank you so much for liking the live stream. Nowhere. At least a proper pullback if we get, we will look for bearish trade, okay? Directly can't enter. This range is too small. There are two ways we can do an attempt, okay? Let's say the zone. Wait a second. No. Zone already. The future, either this zone it has to break, or at the upper zone it has to give any correction. If buyers are too strong, then next market might reverse somewhere here. So these two become the level for the current market condition. I'm very much interested in learning scalping. Could you help me in this? Scalping is the style which suits me. Okay. Nothing in scalping. What is it? First of all, for scalping, or let it be any strategy, you have to be very quick, right? What time frame? 1 minute time frame is what people prefer, because quick entry, quick exit. You're not too much worried about the market. What can I say? Too much about being right or wrong. Only thing is, you would have back tested a strategy. Let's say that strategy has 50% success rate also, no problem. Okay. Now let's say there is a strategy. You already know that strategy. Let me give you a basic example. Let's say this is a strategy where I feel this seller might re-enter at this zone. Now here I'll see my risk maximum will be in BTC if I'm taking 200 to 250 points. Okay. I take the entry, stop loss. I will hardly wait for 2 or 3 candle. If market becomes sideways, I will exit. If quickly market reverse, I will exit. But if the market direction keeps going as per my view, I will just wait for some time. Once 200 to 50 points, 1:1 I start getting, I keep trailing the SL and go. That is how basically a lot of people will keep. After that, at some point of time, when next buyer zone, seller zone comes, I become more aggressive in trailing my stop loss. These are the things I do. That is my style. You have to see what is your style. Many times scalping, if I have to do, I can do, but it will become like multiple trades. That's why I don't do it. Absudin sir, thank you so much. Shrikant sir, thank you so much. Ravi Kumar sir, Fakrudin, as usual, first like, thank you so much sir. Pradeep sir, thank you so much. AP Sundan, AP Sudan, thank you so much sir. The real Ajay one, thank you so much for liking the live stream. See, now I said no, the concept is what? Okay, seller might re-enter here. There is one chance. What is the probability? Probability can be at this point of time 50 to 60%. Okay. If market goes above this zone, then the probability becomes very less. Now I have a choice to make. Shall I go for bearish setup? Yes or no? Here I feel ETH and BTC usually I compare, right, for multiple confirmation. So right now I'm looking at ETH. It is respecting the seller zone, but if I'm interested to take the trade, quickly I have to take the trade, place the SL here and go for the entry. Why I'm not taking is here something I have to look at. That is what. So now this trade is not too complicated, but one problem is the market has given closing above this. So let's say if I'm entering this also, stop loss will be around 6 to 7 points. Okay. And target will be more. Okay. That will ideally be the risk reward or the setup which I'll be taking. But now I'm just waiting because one issue I have seen. What I've seen is here market has given a strong closing at this zone. There's a strong closing. So little bit careful I have to be. If market tries to move up to this zone, then I might not get the target which I want. I might end up in problem. One more thing is after 5 minutes some news also is there. That also I'm keeping in my mind and I'm waiting. Anyone, if you can help me out, check out. It's 8:30. I heard there is some news. Just see what is the news. Anything positive or negative? Retail, business investors, MIM, that is something is there. Retail sales. Okay, this is correcting. This also I said no, next it has potential to move little higher. That is why I'm seeing I did not enter here. Mostly look for this. Let me look at a different time frame chart. Now, people who entered the trade looking at this breakdown, everyone is kind of trapped at this market condition right now. Now, only that if market just wanted to give this breakdown after this reverse to remove weak players, then if the sellers are strong, this momentum towards the downside has to continue. So I will look for any seller zone. Here I did not get confidence to enter. Here I'm thinking if I get confidence to enter bearish trade, I will do it. Okay, someone asked me about scalping, right? See, at this zone, if I had entered small stop loss, I waited 1 or 2 minutes. If stop loss hits, wait. Exit, wait for the next setup. Too much you have to not compete with the market. If you're a scalper, you have to be ready to take the loss also. You have to be ready to book small profit also. Out of 10 trades you take, only 1 or 2 trades will keep giving you continuous movement. Okay, for example, let's say you entered at this breakdown, placing stop loss, market give a movement here. Okay, next you'll place stop loss here, market gave movement, you place stop loss here, here it gave movement, place stop loss here, here continuation. So like this, if you place stop loss, finally here market hit your SL. In scalping I'm saying. Okay, so how much? 900 to 1000 points. Like this you will be able to capture 1 or twice out of 10 trades when you do very tight scalping. Hi sir, where can we find free crypto trading course after opening account? After opening account, you will be added to this crypto group. Okay, and there we have pinned comment. If you click on the pinned comment, stop loss hunting strategy course is here. This is one course, one more course is here. These two courses will be available for you to watch within the app only. Okay, so both are free. This continuation. I'll wait and see up to this zone what market does. Like, if market is kind enough to give me one setup, fine. There are two areas of problem. This one seller zone, this one seller zone. I am RK from Tamil Nadu. Hello RK, welcome to the live stream. What is your target for the day and what is your capital, sir? For which one? Indian market or crypto market you're asking? Do we see a reversal in BTC at Srinivas sir? That time he was saying something here, right? Exactly what was the price level? 67,800. 67,800. Sir nicely identified one reversal here. But since my view was bearish, after this was just to remove weak players, later I'll look for bearish trade, I said. So with that logic, I did not think about upside momentum. I was looking for reversal pullback so that I can take bearish trade. Okay, now this market is reversing from this area, right? This zone. Basically for me, this is the seller's area. Here if market is reversing, as per my strategy or whatever I follow, I don't know why market is reversing from that zone. Okay, in case market reverses from here, I know there's a chance. I know there's a chance of sellers entering the market here to push the market down. But here if they have entered, I don't know why they have entered. So I have to still wait and look for opportunity. In BTC, why I have not taken any trade near the zone? Because how I compare Bank Nifty and Nifty simultaneously, I will look at buyer and seller zone. Based on that, I take the trade. Same thing I do it here. Since here ETH has already broken the seller zone, BTC there is very less chance that it will respect the seller zone. So I will not take any bearish trade, only looking at BTC. If both are giving confirmation, I can enter trade in either one of it. Okay, I hope you're getting clarity. Course students already know. Not getting any setup as of now. Market is kind of slow and dull. Yeah, I'll leave this as it is. Okay, I'll mark this zone here. This one is nothing. This one is kind of okay. How much points is this? It's less than 7-10 points. Here after giving breakout, seller is trying to re-enter here. That's why I marked this zone. But how strong this seller is there, I'm not sure yet. So I'm just waiting. One proper setup I'm not getting still. Where can be? Okay. Vijay Ramamurthy sir, thank you so much for liking the live stream. Kind of some zone here. Now in this section, see one important thing which I said earlier itself. See traders, market is trying to give a breakdown here. Looking at this breakdown, usually what people will do, everyone will be interested to take a bearish trade looking at this breakdown. Okay, if everyone enters bearish trade, little bit market might attack some people, but from here only smoothly if it moves, then it's very difficult for big players to get liquidity or make profit. So what usually they do, they remove the weak players. This moment what you see is that only. With that logic itself, at the beginning itself I said don't look for bearish trade. From tomorrow, premiums looking stable for 9:30 strategy. From past 2 weeks, premiums are expensive. Premiums are expensive. Market is staying within a sideways range itself. Better to avoid. What is? Thank you so much for liking the live stream. But what is your name, sir? Go Rips 5167. The seller zone is there. One issue I have here. Fifty setups are only 50-50 setup is visible. Now here ETH is trying to move down. BTC is trying to move up. If BTC moves up, it has space to move up to here and next here. So much momentum space is there. If I have to take trade also in BTC. Removed weak players, it should have corrected. Now it is giving some momentuments. It might have space to move like this. One zone is here, target zone. Another target zone is here. These two will be the target zone because buyers are trying to hold the market. Where if I'm not getting proper entry, 8:37 news has come out, I believe. We'll refresh the page and see. What is the news? Retail investors, exporters, 0.2 business inventory. Inventories month on month has actually reduced, which is good. But retail inventories that also has reduced compared to the last time. Inventories, if it is reduced, it's a good thing that it keeps. Okay, this one reached this level. Here this one reached this level. Finally I have to wait. We are avoiding a lot of traps in the market today. If you observe, here some trap we identified, we avoided. Here some trap is there, we are kind of avoiding. But proper entry is something which we are. Here breakdown also we did not take trade, we avoided. So many traps personally we are avoiding in this market, but proper entry setup, both ATH and BTC, both in sync, like that setup we are not getting. Bro, in Nifty, approximate how many points you're keeping SL? See, that and all varies. Okay, for example, based on the spot chart. Okay, in my head, I will say, okay, for this trade, uh, if I'm placing stop loss here, okay, let me show. So if I'm taking entry here, placing stop loss here, as per spot chart, how much it is saying? 16 points. 16 points in spot chart means how much will it be in the premium chart if I take at the money or in the money? For that particular trade, around 12 or 15 points maximum for Nifty will be the SL. I will see if I'm ready to give that SL only if I'm ready to 12 points. If I give at least here 50 points, 47 points is the target. So at least 24 points, 25 points I will get in this trade. That time I will go and take that. It depends on the situation. Sometimes situation will say 20 points risk you have to take because market is volatile. You have to wait for, if you are ready to take that, you have to. Okay, this market has corrected. A little more space is there to move. Space is there. Will the sellers enter, not enter? Let's say here, okay. I'll mark the zone. Where is that? Okay, 330. I'll mark here. If market, even if it gives a breakout here, okay, and if it converts to a wick, then I might personally look for a bearish setup right now. And from the current zone only, if market moves down also, I might look for a bearish setup. There are two places. If market moves down from here only, or if it moves down from here itself. In both the cases, I'm just doing one attempt, believing that these sellers might re-enter. If they enter, fine. If they don't enter, then I have to kind of. Yeah, selling pressure is there. Say around. Give me a proper closing. This trade might require a bit more wrestle. 17 points, and for that I might look for 1:2. Okay, this is the buffer area, so this is the zone. I'm placing the order. Okay, I've taken the trade. SL I'll place here, and some of you, in case you want to wait also, you can wait until this zone if you consider that as safe. But here already I said no, if market is showing a bit of bearishness here or bearishness here, I am going to enter. Why I'm entering? Because I feel the seller might re-enter the market at this zone. If he doesn't enter, okay, if market goes above this zone, shows continuation, then no need to give so much SL for my trade actually. But as a buffer I will give it, because when I give that buffer only, most of the time I might avoid trap also in the market. So all this, if ATH, this is a strong seller zone. If that is the case, if ATH falls, BTC also will fall. Okay, that is the current scenario. Nowadays market not giving chance to hear boom words from market is not in that mood to give boom moment, right? Majority of the move in the first candle, first 2 3 candles only. If it does, then what to do? So boom moment, if sellers are very strong, here boom moment might come. Okay. Sorry. At these levels, there's one zone. Hopefully market sooner it breaks the zone, it is better for us. Right? 2007. Below this it has to give closing. If it gives closing, next market will find it very easy to target people here and here. Okay. That is the reason I want the closing. It's exactly near that zone. Sooner it breaks and continues this zone, it will be better for us. Can be a pullback also, it can move down also. Both the thing can happen. Also correction. This one I did not take the trade, just as a reference I showed. Okay. This is the trade which I have taken. The sooner market breaks this zone, many people, like I said, smart people are there. You personally, you will exit here. Later, if market goes below this zone, you will re-enter, right? That is what many people do when I say this is one buying pressure zone, things like that. But I personally don't do it. I'm okay to give the SL. If you want to exit, you exit here. Again, if market moves down, again you have to re-enter. That is why I kind of avoid all those situation. At least maybe rather than that, I'll keep reducing my SL and keep going, because this zone I expected to correct. It's correcting here, and from here if it's going to this zone and then correcting, little buffer for that also I have given. Now it's up to the market to decide. Yeah, this zone is a pressure zone. Sorry, this zone is a pressure zone. Below this, if BTC goes, below this, if ETH goes, only then we can see bigger movement. Nowadays, Indian market just 20, 30, 40 points like that it is giving from last 1 week or so. Even I'm just taking the same thing, and why too much if you stay in the market also. Of course, I know here, let's say this buyer zone I entered, captured, seller zone I entered, captured, like this multiple trades many people will prefer to take, but my mindset is not like that. Maximum 1 or 2 trades per day. That is my preference. Bro, why suddenly enter into gold market? Who? This is crypto market. From last 1 year, I'm trading in crypto. It's holding this zone, traders. What do we do? Sooner market breaks this zone, it is good for us, or else this has chance of moving up to here and correcting. Okay, or it will go up to here and it might correct. Until like this, if it is doing correcting from here or here, these two situations I'm kind of safe. But instead of that, sooner it goes off below this zone, this levels and all, quickly I can target, quickly I can reduce my SL also. Things will be more comfortable and convenient. In this one, you mentioned gold, that's why I'm asking. Gold only Many people don't ask me view about gold, so I don't share. Mostly looking at this BTC crypto only, it takes a lot of time. Gold also nowadays is too volatile. Even if I give gold view, at this point of time, I cannot trade in Delta Exchange. There are some works going on. They'll let us know quickly what are the alternates which we can use to trade in gold. If I get that information, I'll discuss with you guys. Then you can trade in gold also in the same account. Okay, now you can see buyers are putting a lot of strength. They're trying to hold on to this buyer zone. I said, no, this buyer, he should give up. Or the seller who pushed the market, he should at least put pressure and push the market down. If both things doesn't happen, market will become sideways. If this buyer is strong, if he gives a closing above this, then next market can go up to this zone also. This is how I'm looking at the current market condition. Still, is the sellers given up? No, seller is not yet given up. Even he is trying to participate. He is trying to, let's say, re-enter here. Or this seller is waiting to re-enter here. Only if they give up, bigger momentum towards the upside is possible. Until then, nothing. The setup is okay. When I said safe traders, if you want, you book here. Did you book or no? The chart window collapses when we change coin. Very annoying. Please push text to attend this. Okay. That I know, right? Sometimes when we refresh, this comes like this. That is very annoying for me also. Re-entry. See, someone was speaking about scalping, right? Here, if I had entered, placing 200 points at this zone, continuous 3 candles, right? Kept on trailing. Again, if at this near the buying zone, either I would have exited, I would have decided to re-enter later, or again I would have trailed 50-60% of this. So my trade would have got closed here. I would be waiting for a next setup, right? So like that, who wants to plan, you can plan. But the thing is, in those kind of situation, many stop losses you might have to give. Randomly 200-250 points stop loss keeps on going. So what you will do in that case? You have to be prepared for that. Seller is trying to put pressure. If he puts, fine. If not, risk reward management have done properly. Only thing is, above this zone, SL should have been. But if market is giving huge movement, why I should give SL till there? Doesn't make sense. So I have left it. Now, those of you who consider yourself as, let's say, safe trader, you don't have to keep SL up to this zone. If market gives closing above this zone or slowly if it starts moving, you can think about exiting and re-enter later. Okay, I will not be doing that because still I feel the sellers might re-enter at this zones. I hope it will turn bearish from 89,100. 89,100. This one basically it has to turn bearish BTC. If it does or not, I'm not sure. This candle. Bro, don't short news for BTC. What is the news? What news do we have, sir? I don't know. I'm holding to the trade because these are seller zone. Okay. Since market is giving closing above this, if you are CF trader, you can book. Later, maybe again you can re-enter later, but I will not be doing that. Why are you not live streaming Nifty trade in the morning? Because it is not allowed as per SEBI rules. There are rules, traders. Indian market, you cannot do live stream. So when there are rules, I have to follow the rules, right? In crypto market, we don't have any such rules. So I come live. I hope it will. mm, Here also, actually from this zone it should correct. Here only it is correcting means. Okay. First of all, this market has to go below this zone. Now, what I'm thinking right now is here buyer got activated, he pushed the market up. Still, I'm holding because seller is there in the market. Now, in case market goes here, 2017, it comes here. If it holds, I'm not going to make any changes to the SL, but if it corrects and gives a breakdown here near 2017 and things like that, this SL we can get it to the bottom because seller has put the pressure from that zone. Movement has to continue. Even after that, if movement is not continuing, such a big SL is not required. Getting the SL at the bottom would be better for this trade. Okay. Even podcast not allowed. Podcast podcast is kind of okay. I mean, just sharing the voice, me commenting without showing the charts and things like that, right? I think that is kind of okay. Short above 72K. In this trade also, okay, this is buyer zone. There is a chance of buyers entering. That also I discussed already. So like this situation will come, but I don't want to quickly exit, quickly enter, all those things and all. I just want to take one or two trades, hold on. If I get the moment for the risk what I'm taking, I'll be happy with that. Rather, five trades within taking one trade here, taking one trade here, again looking at this double top, one more trade here, like this and all. It will be easy looking at the chart to say, okay, but in real market condition, it's very taxing to take those kind of trades. Within a span of 30 minutes, taking 3 4 trade and all is not proper what to say trading style. That is actually over trading. BTC is already reached this upper zone. BTC more importance I'm not giving because ATH has space up to here. Here also if seller is not entering, then no point in holding this trade. Okay. Still, if you ask me, seller is active, I'm saying seller is still there. Buyer also is there. Equally, they are participating. BTC has come to this zone. If seller gets activated here, BTC. Now, if really the sellers have entered, then this might be a decent setup in BTC. I don't know about any news or anything, only based on price action, stop loss hunting logic, I'm seeing this. Okay. So here simply okay, what I will do, I've taken one entry here, I placed stop loss in BTC here, and target I have placed here. Okay, here in BTC also small quantity I have taken, ETH also I have taken in both the trade. I will see what happens. Positions. BTC is there, ETH is there, both I have taken. If buyers is strong in both the setup, I'll make loss. If seller is strong in both the setup, I might make some decent profit. Okay, so that's what I'm now attempting here. We'll see what happens. As of now, buyer is showing strength. That's fine. Up to this zone I will see. In both I've taken the trade. Okay, how much brokerage per 500 quantity in ATH? Sir, you go here, you fees calculator, you go, you see how much it, you can go to calculator, put all the details, and here only you will get. This is gone for seller zone, make or break seller zone, ATH, BTC, that's fine. This is my final area, traders. If market gives any strong closing above this, continues, my setup is gone. Let's see what happens with this and this. I think I will wait until 69,500, then take bearish trade. Okay, 69,500. 69,500. If it comes, fine. Without reaching that, if it corrects, both chances is there. Final make or break level for sellers is what I think this zone is. That's why I'm not breaking my head, I'm just holding. Only if it goes above this zone, there will be pressure. I might have to book loss. Already I've decided what is the loss I'll be taking. If this corrects, this also will correct and it will give me a decent profit. If this goes and hits my SL, this one, whatever level it is, it even this I will trail and go. I mean, in this, if I start taking SL, here also market will go opposite to me, then I will book the loss. Okay. One thing which is running in my head is to keep SL in ATH like at this upper zone to be on a safer side. Apart from that, nothing else I'm worried about. Already while taking this trade only, I think I told traders this one seller zone. Here one seller zone is there. If market gives a closing below this, I will take the seller trade here. If it continues, it is good. Already I have also told that if this zone, if market breaks only, continuation is possible or else buyers will enter. Buyers entered here, created problem. So this is final seller zone. From here, if it falls, it falls. If not, I have to take the SL. Okay. Nothing else to, there's no other additional discussion I have to do about the set. If it works, both will work, or else not, both will fail. Can you educate me a bit about crypto for beginners and things like that? See, already I have made basic video on YouTube. It's available as a playlist in one crypto community. In our YouTube playlist, if you go, you will find that video. If you want right away, I will share that video link with you. Whoever is very new to crypto, please go and check out this video link. I've shared it on the comment section. Have a look at that. That will be useful for you traders. Okay. Manju sir, hello, welcome to the live stream. Too much sideways market is. Okay, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Watch that video. In that, clearly we have kind of explained how to do the risk management, what it is at the beginning, how much leverage you can take, how you have to calculate the movement of crypto. All those basics I've covered in 30-40 minutes. Srinivasa, did you try to say something? This market again, it's coming to seller zone. Last time it did not give closing. Again, it's coming here. If it corrects before 69,500, another opportunity lost, but market will provide more. Yes. More opportunities will always be there. There's no force to take every trade available. This one is fine, traders. This is not a problem. This one has to give a fall quickly. Bro, what is happening? Why huge sell off when V-shape recovery? You're asking about this. You're saying this is V-shape recovery. So sellers entered here. Sellers entered here. They pushed the market down. Random people they had removed little bit upper. It's gone. Some news and all have come based on news. If it moves up, I don't know. But this is sellers area to re-enter. They might push the market down. So if this falls from the seller zone, BTC also will correct. With that logic I have taken. So it all depends. If sellers enter, fine. If they don't enter, what can I do? Here I expected them to enter, they entered. Here I expected buyers to enter, they entered. Here again I'm expecting sellers to enter. If it happens, it will be good. If not, what to do? Can I enter short now? Sure, you can enter, sir. Same SL. This is the entry. This is the entry. SL is here. Recent swing high. And target you can keep same as mine. You're getting better entry than me, right? For me already, what is that? 7 points. You're getting that additional. For you only 10 points risk will be there. For me 17 points risk will be there. So you are in a better position. Why I'm saying okay you can enter? Because this is seller zone. Only problem is market is holding on too much at the seller zone. If you're too much worried, maybe let's say this zone, if market breaks 2017, that zone, if it breaks, then maybe that time you take bearish trade also, no problem. That time market would have come out of this confusion area. Oh, how much long to wait? I think it will go to 2079. From there it will come down. Okay. Wherever it goes. Of course, I will not wait until 2079. Here only I have to exit. That's my thinking on BTC as well. True, true. This range is becoming too narrow. The range is becoming. There's nothing else to say about this setup. I think it is a trap because everyone shorted seeing the previous seller zone. Where is the previous seller zone? This is the previous seller zone according to you? Why don't you think, okay, market give a breakout here? Looking at this breakout, people entered with small stop loss. Their SL is available at the bottom. While taking trade, we can think a lot of things. After taking trade, nothing else to worry about. Risk management you do, then peacefully just let the market do. Now I can't keep thinking, okay, from here, it's this is breakout. Here market will go up to the target. 2079 it will go. That and all will not run in my head. Seller zone is there. Market is staying below the seller zone. Fine. I might get the move. If not maximum, I'll give the SL close. No rocket science, no pressure. Before taking trade, so much things I will discuss. saying that this is the possibility, this is the possibility, here this can happen, here that can happen. All those things I will discuss. But once this one is over, entry is over, only risk management is in my control. If you're worried so much, already you have entered with me. If you're worried too much, you book. Very small loss only will be there. I'm not going to book in between. For me, I want the moment. I'll wait for the moment. For that, I will take the risk. Okay. All right. This zone it should break. Feeling sleepy here, and even Indian market also. It is like this. What to do? Ooh. When you say sleepy, see, even I'm feeling sleepy. Market strongly breaks this zone, then this buyer will give up soon. He will give up. Here they will give up. Everyone will give up soon. But first it should break that zone. This one is fine. What is this one doing? How many of you entered the trade along with me? Let it be Ethereum or BTC. Did you enter in both? Whatever is the case, can you let me know? How is life going on? Nothing great to speak about. Entered in ATH. I did. Okay. Entered BTC short at 69495. 69495. Okay. Recent high 69480 something. Okay. Maybe you have entered bit near the upper zone. That's fine. I've entered. Yeah. Yes, entered with $1,000 both in BTC and ATH. Okay. Without breaking the zone, I will not have confidence. If market breaks this zone, gives a closing. Next candle, if it continues, my confidence on this bearish trade will go. But if it gives a breakdown here, shows continuation, then all these target possibility market hitting is 70 to 75%. That confidence I have. So what I will do, I'll reduce of the risk if market breaks this zone. Where nowhere it is moving. Yeah, it's trying to break. There it's trying to break. Let the complete M pattern. If it gives a closing above this only is a problem. If it gives a closing above this only, it's a problem, traders. Okay. What is difference between traded price market price means? Market price is the price in which market is right now. Traded price, you mean last traded price or your entry price, the current price in the futures market, or you can say different sense. People will say like BTC, this one spot chart, that will be market price, and traded price will be in the futures, whatever it is. Okay, no closing above this. Come on, seller, break this zone at least once. Bro, which one is harder for you? Nifty options or BTC? Starting for me, BTC was difficult because volatility and all those things is more. But now I don't see both being difficult. Only thing what I'm seeing difficulty is this news and Trump. If Trump says overnight anything or any war or any news comes, next day when market opens like this, right, a huge gap up where already it has given the target zone and all whatever I plan. Until that zone already it has moved means then things will become problem. So no sir, in top left come above the time frame there is traded and market for public. Come here. This one market depth, the funding, all of those things, you can have a look at that. Okay. Here funding usually in market depth. Ask. Did I do any kind of too much complication in this trade? Nothing. Just went for the trade, believing seller will enter. I didn't go and see market depth. I didn't go see the funding. I don't see the mark price. Basically, I don't know how to make use of those things also. Only little bit looking at the price action stop loss hunting, I can come to an idea as to where buyers can enter, where sellers can enter based on price action stop loss hunting, where market can reverse. There, if it works, good. I'll take the chance. If it doesn't work, then I might have to exit. That is the best I can do. Rather than this news based any moment also come, what can I do? If it's going as per my view, fine. If it goes opposite, stop loss only, I have to take an exit. Price action works more on BTC. Nifty is hard to predict. I don't think so. If you spend more time, it works there also. Again, came to cost. How much? I've been waiting for a closing below this zone. I think that time I told you guys. Where is it? Closing below the zone I'm looking for. If I get that, only things will work out for me already, I have told. This is for BTC, ATH. Nowadays, people taking put and call at and waiting for Trump to say something. There are many smart people, smart ideas they will have. Reason for holding is this the seller zone. Sellers might re-enter. With that expectation only I was there, but now situation has become sideways. So if seller gives up, then market will go take my stop loss. If seller is strong, if market goes below this zone, then continuation possibility is there. If ATH falls from this zone, BTC also can fall. ATH one zone, I've told, be careful. If ATH goes above this zone, you don't want to hold the trade. You exit from the trade if ATH goes above this zone. But what I will do, I'll ensure I keep my stop loss here only, because that risk I'm ready to take. Okay, nothing else apart from that in this trade for me to speak. Where are you from? Sir, I'm your private group user. I'm getting good advice. Thank you for that. Okay, welcome. But I have no appetite, and also I have time constraints for second trade. Any advice for SL or anything? Constraint? You just stick to one trade per day, right? You don't take multiple trades. There's no requirement to take the second trade. Give closing, buddy. Only if you give closing. Both have come to cost now. Okay, hopefully it's given a closing below this zone. Then maybe what we can do, we can reduce SL. Okay, reduce SL, because if seller is strong, he has to push. So here also maybe reduce SL. If seller is strong, let him push from that zone. If he's weak, I'll take the SL. Here one pressure zone is there, here one pressure. Trading along with Nitish, sir. When sir is absent to Indian market, then only I do 930 strategy. Okay. This Thursday I will not be there. Okay, little bit family event is there, so I won't be there Thursday. Traders again pull back. Breakdown. Some people will say something like open OBR, open range breakout, things like that, right? Give a breakdown here, attack people from here, reversal. Like that's something it is looking. For me, all those things, it doesn't matter. Seller zone, if market goes down, fine. If not, take the SL. That's it. Same thing here. Those of you who's new to the live stream, please ensure you like the live stream and mention your name in the comments so that we can announce your name. Now, traders, this is becoming sideways. Which direction to say no? Seller is not giving up, fine. But one spike after that, if market comes also, problem. Do you use 9:30 a.m. strategy? I don't use. My wife uses, but now that I told you guys already, right? Because of that family event, she's not trading for last week. This week also, she will not be trading. So this 2 weeks, I don't know what is the result of 9:30 strategy, or else she trades every day with that. Actually, traders, I'm getting bored with this strategy. 1 hour 30 minutes I waited. It's not hitting the stop loss, it's not hitting the target. I don't want to do random exit because the seller zone is still being respected. Okay, whatever it is. In this trade, this is one area where market comes means buyer can put pressure, but if market breaks this zone, smoothly this level and all, it will break off. Which broker, can you let me know which broker you use to trade gold from India? As of now, I don't trade gold. Okay. I've not found any broker who helps me to trade in gold legally. I mean, okay, MCX and all is different. Now, recently speaking with Delta Exchange, last, what did I say? I was speaking with Delta Exchange. They're saying they're going to do, they're going to introduce an instrument with which we can trade in gold, right? Legally. So I'm waiting for that. If I get, I will use that. Last 2 days, which why hit as stop loss only? In crypto market you're asking, or Indian market you're asking? In Indian market, okay, this setup, proper risk management exited. Let's say here 15 points gone. But this trade which I said in Nifty at a certain level, right? This price action level, even though it did not give the target, it gave momentum of close to 30 points. So depending on the market condition, if I lost 15 points here also, here since I made target was 55 points, okay, but 30 points only if you have captured, that's also fine. Why 30 points I say? Because if market has come here, I already said 60,800 can be seller's zone. So if I had not taken any bullish trade here, I'm not holding any trade. Instead of exiting here, if I had not taken any trade near this bearish setup area, I would have taken bearish. That time bigger momentum I would have captured. Yesterday also in Indian market I did not make loss. I had discussed 115 is the first target. Waited for so long. It came to first target. Whoever booked, it is up to you, right? I could have booked in both the days around 15 minimum, 25 in yesterday. Today 30 points I could have booked in the trades which I had taken. But I trailed the stop loss. I wanted the market to continue the movement. If it does, I thought to trail and go 15 points profit only. I locked. I did not make this week. I did not make big profit also. I did not make big loss also. Liquidation heat map, it is asking me to log in, sir. Okay. In BTC, liquidation heat map is saying it's around 67,400. Huge liquidity. Whatever. This is at cost to cost. This is also at cost to cost. Now traders, what you do is once market breaks the zone, gives a closing, maybe bring your SL here. Okay. After it keeps moving, if it comes here, this zone, little above this zone, I mean, if it comes here, trail SL little more, let it reverse. If it continues, if it breaks the zone, keep trailing. Like that only you keep trailing this SL and go. Do not think about exiting in between. Try to trail and go, because if the momentum, if you get, it will be a strong momentum. As long as seller's zone doesn't break, there is nothing to worry about. That too here also. As long as this doesn't go above seller zone, PTC also will continue only. So slowly you keep trailing the SL and going. Okay. And manage the risk. Sir, I plan crypto trading basic starting investment. How much? Crypto, I don't do any investment. I do only trading. Okay. Trading also I do intraday only. If you want to learn basics of crypto trading using Delta Exchange platform, already this link is there. I made one video on YouTube. Go please see that. Okay. Okay traders, in this trade I'm not going to make any changes. As and when market keeps moving down, I'll keep trailing the stop loss and go. Net to net, as of now we are in a profitable situation only. Should I don't, I'm very bored to stay live now. More than 1.5 hours done. Here how it behaves we will see. Okay. Yeah. Also. Now what are we basically doing? We are reducing the SL and going in the straight. That's it. BTC, this trend line retest zone is there, so I can't trail SL more. So trailing SL with regard to Indian market, should we see premium chart or spot chart? See, I will look at spot chart. Okay, I will have a rough calculation here. Let's say 15 to 20 points in spot chart. If this is the SL I'm deciding. In spot chart, if it is 18 points, then how much will it be in premium if I'm taken at the money or in the money? It will be around 10-12 points. So I'll keep observing the spot chart. In spot chart, if market breaks of the support zone, then whatever price level in premium chart it is there, I will close. The problem of placing SL only is like, okay, it will come, touch, and your view will be correct before you decide it will continue the downside move. So very close SL if you keep, no, it is difficult. Now at least now little buffer I've kept. So much if it recovers more than that, what to do? Do you do Nifty live? I trade every day in Nifty, Bank Nifty, but I don't do live. Many of you would have finished dinner and come, or you will at least be having dinner and trading also. For me, only now I have to go. It's already 9:30, 9:40. There's nothing else to say in this trade. I'm following in the Telegram group update. Thank you for the view. You're welcome. We will manage. You may close the live stream. Okay, so entry is here. When we are in green only, I'm closing the trade. If market, this buyer zone is there, please be careful. If it goes below this buyer zone, these levels can be the target. After that, we can trail and go. People who already are part of my crypto community group, you know why sellers would have entered here, right? This one, you know, if ETH is kind of respecting the seller's zone and moving, then there is a chance for even BTC to respect the upper zone. Okay, move down at least. So based on that, in this also I have taken little stop loss trailing also I have done. In case market reverse takes the stop loss, I'm not going to do any change to the stop loss. If it hits, without thinking too much, I'm going to close for the day. If not, once market comes to the support zone, target 1, retest. If it comes down, target 2. This is how I'm going to plan. Okay. So, all right, everyone. Thank you for participating in the live stream. We are at the cost only. If you're too much worried, you close, no problem. But I'm going to stick to this risk reward in both the things. If I make loss also, it's okay because I'm training as per the rules of the strategy which I follow. If you wish to learn my strategy, then the strategy which I use, you can open account with Delta Exchange. The link is there in the pinned comment. Once you open account using that, my team will guide you. I've reduced the SL, okay, in both the thing. So there is a chance SL might get hit. See whatever it is. Only at this zone, if market goes, I will book loss and close the trade. Okay. Should I wait? Not wait? I don't know. Now it's coming to the loss zone. Do you have any friends in Telugu trading community? I don't speak that much of Telugu. All right. So net to net, this is my target in SL. Whatever it is, I'll let you guys know in the group. If I book the SL, consider if market goes here, I have booked my SL, you consider. Okay. Alright. Thank you everyone for participating. I'll see you tomorrow. Further update, I'll let you know in the group if there is any. Okay. Good night. Take care. Bye bye.